Good morning and welcome, everybody. Today's video is about resentments. Before I get into that, I'd like to touch on a couple things. When you're coming into the rooms or getting ready for recovery, I highly suggest this book. This is the Alcoholics Big Book. Become a friend of Bill W. Without this, a lot of us would be lost, I feel. Bill W. created AA. If you're a friend of Bill W., I commend you. Bill W. is a good friend of mine, and I'm very thankful for this book, the Alcoholics Anonymous Big Book. I'm not trying to blaspheme when I say this, but this is our Bible, guys and gals. A lot of insight, has a lot of stories that you can relate to. I relate to a lot of them, especially one when there's a guy that would, wear shit on his head that he shouldn't have, or hit under grand pianos. But that's for another time. So, now that I've gotten that out of the way, I'd like to start us off with the Serenity Prayer. If we just bow our heads. Lord, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So today's video is about resentments. Resentments are not good at all, especially when you're coming in to take your inventory. Excuse me, I'm getting my list ready here. Resentments will kill your happiness. And that's true. I didn't think that. I didn't think resentments were a big deal. I've got almost 7 years sober. Before I got sober, even at the beginning, I should say, I didn't think resentments were a big deal. Like, fuck that guy. What did I know? But now I've learned. Your resentments, whether you're sober or not, will indeed kill your happiness. It will stifle your growth. And it'll fuck up your relationships, whether it's love or friends or family. And I'm speaking from experience. This is why I'm making these videos. I'm hoping that it could help you if you're struggling, or someone who's struggling still with alcohol or booze or drugs. Maybe it'll get through to them. I've lost a few friends to drugs especially. Alcohol, not so much. That was my own accord. I've lost some friends because I was a drunken asshole. So, when you have your resentments, see these are all grays, right? You see those? Every one of those is a resentment I had when I was younger. And as I grew, thought I was growing. No. But it's just going to breed stress and anger. There's so much beauty in the world. Look around you. I mean, the birds, just the birds alone. Plants, look at flowers. Roll in the grass. Well, I can't roll in the grass in Florida, really, because we got fire ants and those hurt. But if you're somewhere else, that doesn't have fire ants or scorpions or some kind of clusterfuck of Satan's bane of existence, roll around in the grass. Go hug a fucking tree, for crying out loud. And if you don't like my cussing, I'm not Willy Wonka. I'm not here to be Willy Wonka. I'm going to be tough. I'm going to say it like it is. Because at the end of the day, if somebody's sugarcoating shit for you, it's not going to work. It's just going to hinder your sobriety. It's how I feel. It's how it was with me. My first sponsor actually was a former Marine, and he treated me like one of his Marines. He was a little tougher than me, but I do have some compassion. He had a little bit, but he was more tough than compassionate, but I kind of needed that, and I fucked up with him. He was a great sponsor, and Jason, Sarge, if you're out there listening to this right now, sorry, man, you did a lot of work, and I really appreciate what you did. And that's another thing. We got to appreciate who we have in life, what we have in life. I wouldn't have what I have right now if I weren't sober. I've got a nice little vehicle. I built my credit. Now, instead of investing in myself on the weekends with scotch or, top shelf shit, I buy tools I need. I've got money in the bank. I feel good. I don't wake up wondering where the hell I went last night or where my car is. All right? So the biggest thing when it comes to resentments, leave them in the past. Leave them behind. You don't need them. That's an extra bag on your back that you don't need. That's an extra monkey flying around your head from the Wicked Witch of the douchebags. That's what I call that. And I hope you're laughing at some of this shit because it's supposed to, all right? So you want to let those resentments go. It's not going to work. Your sobriety will not work if you don't let the damn resentments go. Excuse me. And you got to learn to forgive. I had an ex that I left a year ago, and she turned me into someone I wasn't. I wasn't the man that she fell in love with. But I also fell in love with someone that had a mask on most of the time. And some of my resentments from the past with others that have, just kind of dicked me around, did stuff that she was doing that I talked about, I let it get to me. And I shouldn't have. I didn't drink, though. That's one thing. Those resentments didn't get me this time. The first 2 times I had resentments get me. I'm not a first-time winner, I guess we could say. But those resentments, you can learn from them. The situations that you were in. If you fucked someone over, you got to forgive yourself. Like, oh, shit. I was an asshat. I'm going to admit it. I was an asshat when I was younger and I was drinking. You got to see the lesson in it, though. It's part of your path. If you sit there and have a regret about, lessons that you still resent, why resent those lessons? You learned the lesson, dude. You learned the lesson, girl. Why not? Learn the lesson. Don't have resentments. Act like a dog. Shit on the grass and kick grass over it and walk on. You can't dwell on it. If you dwell on it, yet again, that's going to cause these fuckers. I dwelled on too much. I'm trying to help you. I do have one resentment that I do hold on to partially. It's with family, and my excuse is it's for good reason, but it's not for good reason. There's no good reason. I adored my uncle and I adored my younger cousin. My older cousin's a shitbag in that family, but c'est la vie. You're not going to succeed, like I said, if you hold on and harbor those resentments. I try to pray for my uncle. Maybe someday he'll take his head out of his ass for the situation that we had a problem with. I'm not going to get into it. But, like I said a few moments ago, those resentments will boil over into your love and friendships. You can be jealous of someone like, oh, why can't I have that? Well, I've been there. Try to keep them out of your relationship. Because there have been some times where it really drives a wedge between family, friends, and loved ones. Because it just eats you up and you become an asshole. Do you want to be a grumpy old fuck and remembered as that? Or do you want to be remembered as someone who smiled just because the sun was out? I smile every day I'm above ground. I've been dead twice. I've been on the other side, man. Trust me. I'm here to help you. So, let me catch up here. I guess that's really it. I've made my checklist. And I would love for all of you to actually let me know in the comments below what you want to hear me talk about. Do you have any questions? I'll be glad to answer them. And don't be scared. This is a no judgment zone. It really is. I can't judge, because I'll just tell you right now, I was a raging alcoholic slut bag. But I've been saved a bit. And I say a bit because I'm not fully saved. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be. I don't claim sobriety is easy. Sobriety is not easy. I have PTSD, and trust me, it is not easy at all when you live with PTSD. The ups, the downs, your ghosts of your past. Those ghosts of your past that you will, if you get paranoid over a girl you're talking to, all right? Say you think she's talking to another girl. I've had it happen myself. I've done it. We get spooked. We all get spooked when we have something good in front of us. Don't let those ghosts, those resentments from what someone else did to you, rat fuck your current situation with someone that could be special. That's really all I gotta say for this one. So remember, my DMs is always open. My comments are always open. I'd love constructive criticism and questions, like I said. I'll be glad to have a conversation with anybody who reaches out. God bless you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday and a great rest of your afternoon.